Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna go ahead and look into a what you need to know reading. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Now Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable, okay? Okay, Gemini, if you are returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, everything that you guys give. It really does mean the world. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get into this. So while I was talking, they were giving me visions of eggs, different varieties, robin eggs, little white eggs. I think some were maybe even hummingbird eggs. I saw the eagle. I did see the Golden Gate Bridge, I believe it is. So maybe San Francisco, I think, or maybe California is significant, but I feel like it's, I don't know, San Fran. I'm getting very strongly, okay? They're also showing me like evergreen forest, like big, tall evergreens or big pines or something. So I don't know, maybe somebody's spending a lot of time in the forest right now, or you're out in the woods. I'm getting like chopping wood too. Somebody is chopping wood. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so what do we have here for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? Now, we did pull the enchantment card, okay? There could be something that's being preserved for you right now, Gemini. Something that maybe is under a spiritual preservation is almost the energy I'm getting. There could also be something that's like there's a time cap on too. If you know the story of Beauty and the Beast, excuse me, with the enchanted rose, but this is a very much generalized message for this card. So there could be something in your life that feels very enchanting right now, or there's an enchantment, it feels like. Some of you could feel like you've been kept preserved for something, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be just for romance. This could be talking about some opportunity or just in general, but there feels like there could be this energy of like people or things are allowed to look, but they're not necessarily allowed to touch this rose, okay? So there could be this sense of something being hidden in plain sight. I'm also getting, they're giving me that as well. There's something about that. And I'm also getting like a busy intersection or a busy street and somebody just standing in the middle of it and everybody's just passing around them like all fast. It's weird, like I'm getting that energy, but something could be definitely hidden in plain sight or something. There may, maybe, I don't know. This is some weird energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So what does Gemini need to know? Maybe that's why I felt like using the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Maybe there's like this enchanted type of magical feeling. What does Gemini need to know? Or maybe that's something that's happening in your life right now. What does Gemini need to know, Spirit? Okie dokie. We have blessed change that wanted to pop. A major life change brings you a great blessing. Wow, waves of prosperity on the bottom of the deck. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now with a helpful person. So Gemini, there is definitely some kind of big abundant change that is happening in your life here in the future. Something that might turn everything a little topsy-turvy. If you look at her on this card, she's upside down. She doesn't know which way is down, which way is up. This could definitely be something that might disorientate you. Or oh my gosh. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I cannot pronounce words. Sometimes you would not think English is my first language, but it technically is in this body, on this planet, right? Anyway, okay, so, but I feel like, yeah, with this, there's like something about this that might turn somebody's life topsy-turvy, or things are just changing very rapidly. Okay, so this is a confirmation. You are going to be protected during this change. It says you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So if something, you know, not to go negative, but if something has been trying it or somebody has been trying it, that's been blocked, okay? I feel like you have an ancestor, a grandmother for some of you guys, or an auntie, maybe a sister. There could even be a best friend for some of you guys. This person was like family. I'm getting that very strongly for some of you guys. This is a very specific message, but if some of you guys have had a child, or it doesn't have to be your child, but a child that was close to you that passed on, and you had a best friend or an aunt or a sister, it feels like a best friend or an aunt or a sister specifically. they watch over, both of them watch over you. I don't know, that is definitely for somebody. I'm getting that very strongly. I feel like you have like guides and guardians, ancestors, passed on loved ones that really do offer almost like, it's like, feels like very angelic protection, even though obviously ancestors are not angels and all that. But yes, Spirit does want you to know that, Gemini, during this blessed change that's about to happen in your life, you are going to be preserved. Everything that is special to you, your legacy, you know, your abundance, you know, things that you have worked hard to preserve. Maybe you have isolated yourself or put things, you know, been very private about your life. Like you're not up here posting every 5 minutes about what's going on with your life. Or maybe you keep it to very surface level things. You know, like you'll post your coffee in the morning and then that's about it. We have healing hearts. Some of you guys don't post at all, or you just want, you know what I'm also getting, Gemini, like wanting to take a social media break. For some of you guys, you've had the strong urge, like an itchy little like trigger finger to like delete social media. Some of you know that that might freak some people out in your life, so you don't want to do that. So you keep, I don't know, I'm getting the energy of somebody, not everybody, but some of you guys keep social media just for other people, like so that they won't worry about you. It's not necessarily because you really care about it. Now, others of you, you do like social media. You like memes, you like seeing little things, you like following certain things, and you know, there can be a wealth of entertainment and information out there if you are going into it with proper intent and you're discerning, Gemini, right? But sometimes, yes, it can be very draining and it can also cause the spirit of comparison to come over people. So there's this energy of like, some of you guys are working on healing yourself and working on transitioning into accepting and preparing for these blessed changes that have been preserved for you, Gemini. And so you really want to protect yourself, and it's not just about like your possessions, but it's your mindset, it's your heart, it's your energy. Like you're really working on balancing yourself out. Yeah, Spirit is saying to rest, take time, right? It says you've been working hard, take a nap, get some rest. From the last reading I saw talking about tired but paid or whatever. Yeah, from the comments, it was like everybody is working really hard. Take time to rest. The other card that we saw was watch your thoughts, Gemini. So, you know, if there is something that maybe comes in and feels like it is changing your life or it is going to turn your life topsy-turvy, don't necessarily automatically go to the worst thing. Sometimes we do have that ability to jump to the worst case scenario first before we even think about the possibility of something positive. This could be us being realists, because Geminis can be very realistic. We can be a little, you know, fantastical fantasy too, but for the most part, I feel like Geminis are very reasonable, very logical, very real. We see all sides of the situation, so it's like we come down to a very reasonable conclusion about things based off of what the truth of the situation looks like. Maybe that's just me, but that's the vibe I get from Geminis. So I feel like there could be some kind of energy like that, like needing to kind of see things in a positive way. Try to see things in a positive way first before you jump to a negative. You know that you are being helped. Thank you, Spirit. Know that you're being helped. Know that you're being protected. Know that something is being preserved for you. Belle/Beast, whoever you are in this story. A new dawn is coming for you. So again, look, Spirit's like, you heard Jess, you heard Moody. Don't play. Don't even play. The bouncers are at the door. Okay, don't even play. You already heard me. Watch your thoughts, Gemini. You are a master manifester. That's why you show up as the magician in tarot. Yeah, because you're a master manifester. You can create out of thin air if you really want to. So you're creating. The universe doesn't say, oh, okay, put a filter on you and go, okay, well, we're only going to have good and positive things come out of Gemini that they're creating. No, it's up to you to filter out what you're creating. That's not the spirit/universe, whatever you want to attach to the higher power, the name of it. That's not what it wants for you, okay? Or what it even does for you. That's not its like, you know, thing. Anyways, you're being helped here. It says heaven is working behind the scenes to help you. Even if you don't see the results yet, that's where that element of faith does come in, and believing before you're seeing, knowing before you're receiving. Okay, Gemini, I like the vibes. Let's go ahead and see what this blessed change could be in regards to. Let's look into the aesthetic oracle. What is this blessed change in regards to, Spirit? for Gemini, this blessed change, because there is something that I feel like it might be a little scary at first. Like it feels like it might be something so powerful that it knocks everything kind of off balance in your life. This is definitely like maybe getting an opportunity to relocate, you know, like that's a blessed change, but you know, maybe it comes with like an upgrade in your pay or your surroundings, but now you gotta pack, you gotta find a house, you gotta switch utilities, you gotta do this. It's just like, wow, you know? So there's like a lot here, it feels like. What is this blessed change? That's what it feels like, Gemini. It feels like there's a lot here. Okay, we have the relaxation card coming out. Your mind is about to be put at ease in regards to something, Gemini. There is good news that's on the way with the messages on the bottom of the deck. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to relax, and there's also going to be a blessed change of you feeling relaxed. This could also be an upgrade coming in, or just the energy of you not having to really work as hard, because I feel like there is something about that here. And for some of you guys, this blessed change is actually going to lead to a lifestyle change, or something that's going to lead you into a more, it doesn't feel like a life of where you're not doing anything, where you're laying around all day, but you're not stressing with this energy here. Okay, you're not worried about the bills being paid. You're not worrying about like making it to payday. Like there's not like the energy of, oh my gosh, it's payday, yay, I have, you know, money, I can go eat, I can go buy some beer if I want to. Like there's not that kind of energy here. It's like you might wake up some, you know, some Fridays or whenever you got paid, because not everybody gets paid on Fridays, whatever. Whenever you get paid, you might wake up some days and not even remember that it was payday and be like, oh shit, that's right, when you check your bank. I'm just saying, Gemini, for whoever that feels resistant to that, like it's unrealistic for you, you have to get yourself out of that poverty mindset. Money is your birthright. Wealth, prosperity is your birthright, Gemini. You deserve it. Yes, you do, okay? So there's this energy here of a blessed change coming in where you're not gonna have to stress about shit, and I fucking like it, okay? I had to put some emphasis on it. Put some respect on that. All right, what do we have for protection here for Gemini? What is Gemini being protected in regards to, or what's happening? I just saw the Q card. Ooh, Gemini. There could be somebody who's a little jealous or a little catty. It does feel like there could be this energy of somebody who is maybe trying to tempt you or could possibly try to get you off track here. It does feel like there's low vibing energy around you, Gemini, but I feel like the protection here is there's going to be a spotlight. Spotlight, okay, Crocodile Dundee, there's about to be a spotlight put on something. Put on some kind of dark energy in your life. Something might be revealed or brought to the surface. There could be almost an exposing is what I'm getting. Like, well, you know what I'm getting with this card? This could be a Leo too, but I'm getting the energy of like nothing can hide in the divine light of spirit. That's what I'm getting here with this bright light. Okay, for some of you guys, like maybe get some like security lights or something, or I'm getting that too for some of you guys. Or there could be a security light, or you see a light. There's something about a light that is protecting you, or a light that will protect you, or you'll see a light and it'll protect you. I don't know, Gemini. I really don't, okay? But I feel like there's this energy of like a gift. Like spirit is gifting you some kind of protection. You know what I'm also getting with this light? Like it's an angel, like it's a guardian angel. You might see it and it like follows you, or it helps you. I wasn't, you know what? Nope, I'm not even going to touch on that, because I feel like that's just like trying to take the reading to it. Yep, that's just trying to take the reading to a different place. And I'm like, not even about it. But you know what? I'm like, do I say it or do I don't say it? Okay? Anyways. So, what is this light? We're going to not say it. What is this light? Yeah, I feel like you're going to have some kind of choice or some kind of option. So there could also be something in your life that there could be people or situations around you that could get messy. I feel like you're going to have the answers to things, or you're going to be very clear about something. There's definitely information or knowledge that's coming in that's going to protect you. There's definitely clarity. Okay, through any kind of chaos or confusion, through getting anything in order. This is definitely protection in regards to your harvest as well, in regards to your legacy, your abundance, okay? I feel like you've cracked some kind of code here, Gemini. You are listening to your intuition and you are following your divine guidance as well. What is this healing heart for Gemini, for what they need to know. I feel like so strongly that something is being preserved for you. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, it says you are a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Some of you guys might be really hard on yourself, and your ancestors don't like that. Like, you know, you might not be hard on yourself out in the open, but, you know, Spirit sees everything, and it gets translated, obviously, to your ancestors, I personally feel. So I feel like your ancestors know your heart as well, you know? And I feel like there's this energy of, like, you work really hard, and you don't give yourself enough credit, you know? Some people might look at this card and they might see like dirty hands, and some of you guys, when you get off of work, you might have hands that look like this. But when I look at these hands, twisted fingers and dirt up under the nails and scars and roughness, I see a very hard working individual, Gemini. I see somebody that strives every day to try to do better or make a difference or work hard to heal the lineage that they're here to work on. And I just feel like, Gemini, your ancestors get a little bit like they almost, I don't feel like they want to square up with you, Gemini, but I feel like they do want to square up with people that come in and they try to, or they do just by default crap all over your healing heart. Like, if people come in and set you back and it's needlessly, like, it, you know what I mean? Because people, there's situations where, yeah, you're gonna get hurt, right? And it can be innocent. But I feel like there's other situations where, like, it could be avoided if somebody wasn't selfish, or somebody had the correct intentions, or they, you know, were seeing things from another perspective besides just their filter of what they want or what they need or whatever. I feel like if somebody comes in and like craps all over your healing heart, or people do, I feel like your ancestors don't like that at all. And I feel like they do want to look up. I'm getting that very strongly. I feel like, Gemini, they are like, we are preserving you. You're like this rose here, and we're preserving you. People come in here and they rub their little nasty, grubby hands up against the glass, try to lift it and stuff. It's like these kids that go in the museum and the parents aren't paying attention, and they freaking color all over a fucking 1,000-year-old painting and shit. And it's like, bruh, there is no coming back from that. Like, your ancestors are like, no, you're too precious to have anybody just like squash you. So it's almost like your ancestors, I feel like they get frustrated with you when you get hard on yourself, but I don't feel like they, you know, I feel like their anger is more projected towards people who really do try you. Yeah, distorted connections that come in your life. Exactly. That's what I know what the heck I'm talking about. People that come in here with their hands dirty. Again, smudging up the glass here, okay? You know what? I'm gonna revamp this card and put a little sign that says "Do not touch." For real. Anyways, okay, let's move on, because yeah, let's move on, okay? Indulgent energy. I feel like your ancestors are like, no. For some of you guys, you are meant to like break some kind of cycle in regards to healing your body. And there is something about what you're eating or what you're putting into your body. Your ancestors are really wanting you to start paying attention to that and be more discerning. Know that you're in this blooming energy in your life, and the people, places, or not the people, places, but the people, the things, the food that you put into your body or you allow in your energy, it's like you need to be more discerning of that. Your ancestors are like, you are too important for all that. That's the energy I'm getting here, Gemini. Okay, anything else for Gemini? Anything else? We have the Metamorphosis card coming out, so Scorpio energy coming out in the reading. I feel like I'm also getting Capricorn, Leo. I feel like there's this energy here, Gemini, of you going through this big change and seeing yourself through the other side. Like, with whatever this blessed change is, it upgrades you. You go from this caterpillar, not that there's anything wrong with caterpillars, but you go from this caterpillar energy to a butterfly. It's like, I feel like, again, when you look back, it's like you're not even going to look back at yourself like you were this nasty, chubby caterpillar that was like, you know what I mean? I feel like you'll more just see yourself in a different situation, on a different journey. And it's almost like that's what's happening here. You're transitioning into a new journey, and you're feeling like there's an upgrade or there's a level up. Now, instead of crawling on the ground, you get to fly, and you get to, you know, be amongst the flowers and stuff. So it's almost like there is a level up here, and with that comes an ease of mind and a more flow with life, okay? Less of the caterpillar of like trying to figure it out and chomp everything up and prepare and get ready for the change, and more of just enjoying the change, enjoying the blessings of working so hard, Gemini. It says it's in ya. Leo energy coming out again, okay? So a lot of you guys do have Leo heavily in your chart, or your North Node. I'm getting that very strongly for some of you guys, like your North Node being in Leo. Okay, 24 could be significant. Ooh, the number 24, Jesus. Some of you guys, I'm not gonna take it because the way that exploded, but keep trying with the sacred boundaries. Yeah, Spirit's wanting you to know that, you know, keep trying. It's okay. You slip up sometimes, or you make mistakes or whatever. It's all right. Don't beat yourself up. I feel like Spirit wants you to also know that the strength you have within you is just uncomparable to anybody else, Gemini. You are some of the toughest just creatures that exist, okay? Definitely true kings and queens here. I'm just saying though, like, you know, I don't know about everybody else's Gemini readings, but mine, you know, there's respect over here from Spirit. We have attract through glow, and that's what you're doing, Gemini. You don't have to do anything else but just be. Just vibrate at the highest frequency you can, and whatever you need to do to preserve that high vibing energy, Gemini, that's what Spirit is wanting you to do. For some of you, there's this energy of needing to surrender to receive, okay? So not being in that divine feminine energy, not necessarily chasing, but just knowing that what's meant for you is going to be on your path. You're going to naturally come across it, naturally evolve into it. Again, with this metamorphosis energy, you've been putting in the work. There's going to be the results coming in. What else do we have for Gemini? Okay, and then we have Nourish the Shadow, all right? Coming right on top of the Healing Heart with the Indulgent card, the ancestors that work really hard, but this is also the annoyed ancestors that want to go to war. We have Transformation with the Phoenix on the bottom of the deck and Immense Growth. And you are going to grow through nourishing the shadow. That's the thing. You know, you have to do your healing work, and you have to feel it to heal it. So there are dark periods in your life where, Gemini, you might not feel like you're doing much, but on a soul level, you're doing so much. I mean, when we think about the caterpillar in the chrysalis, we think about the being in the darkness and transforming in it. You know? So when I think about the darkness, sometimes I think about that space of growth. Being in the, again, being in the cocoon. Okay, being the seed that's placed into the dirt, being the baby in the womb. These are all dark places, but these are all places that growth springs from, new life springs from. And sometimes that's how it is. The lily energy comes to mind too, coming up out of the mud. So I don't know, Gemini, you know, you may have gone through it, but look at that. Spirit's like, the last card, this card always comes out every single time we use this deck, guys. It comes out. Prayers answered, okay? Opportunity is knocking. All right, Gemini. I do hope that reading helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.